Hey, what's up, fam?
What's up, fam?
All right, just keep it real with Charles and
Melendia.
Yep.
And welcome to Thursday's Dose.
Yes. Today's episode, we're going to share with you the 10 dumbest things that couples argue about. The list is not inclusive, so you may have your own that you can submit. Okay? All right, so let's get into it.
Yeah, they're going to be funny. You know, some things are funny, and some things are absolutely just useless. And so, or as why. And, you know, but there are obviously some small things couples argue about that has a deeper point.
Oh, yes, right, definitely. Okay, and it's rarely about the toothpaste. And it's really about feeling seen, or whether you feeling heard or feeling respected.
Yeah, yeah. And as usual, we reference scriptures to this. So you can understand that this, you know, is just not something you make up, that the scripture supports some of these same things that we need to actually get out of the argument about.
Right. So one scripture is Proverbs 15:1. It says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh speaking stirs up anger. So please keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Here we go. Digging in. Number 10.
Starting with 10.
The thermostat wars. Have you been there? Ooh, why you got this thing up so high? Or
I'm hot.
why is it so turned down so low?
I'm cold.
Oh, baby.
And then you go back and forth over something like that.
Is it about control? Is it about comfort for real? Or is it about being considerate?
Something deeper though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something deeper. I mean, so how can we compromise, be able to bring that peace?
Well, I think, just like, as they say, drawing a line through the milk. If you're saying 72 is too cold for you, and I'm saying 76 is too warm for me, I think we have to draw a line. We have to have a compromise to get a comfort zone for both of us. Yeah. And if we don't make that, somebody may have to wear a sweater, or somebody may have to use a fan.
Right.
You have to decide.
And you can offer that.
Yeah.
You know, like, babe, sure. You know, if you still want to chill, you have me get you a blanket.
Yeah, absolutely. Simple.
You hot, you'll be turning on the fans.
Supple, while we are.
Let's just communicate out. That can be really silly, right?
Okay.
So compromise isn't finding the perfect temperature, is it? No.
Well, could be for some, but it's really
not the compromise itself. It's mainly about finding the perfect attitude of how we talk.
Yes, yeah. Okay. So scripture reference, Philippians 2:3. Do nothing out of self-ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself. Now, that's probably tough for some of you, especially selfish people. Yep, you don't value other people more than you. You are the it.
Yeah.
You're the main attraction. Number 9.
If you're in a relationship,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Be that type of selfishness.
Well, we know it exists. It's hitting me, but we know it's a reality. Okay. Number 9. The dishes and the housework. How do we divide that?
So who does more in the house? You and me all got. I'm sick and tired. I'm always got to do this.
Sure.
Or I got to wash the dishes all the time and all this stuff. You know, after you cook, can you not clean up?
Oh, I've heard that one a few times. Because I do the cooking. I like that. So, all right. It's about, I guess, feeling unappreciated. Not about the dishes, hon.
I'm feeling
unappreciated.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about it, that's usually the reason for the complaint.
Yeah.
So what we ought to do as a compromise is to try. Either we can switch the chores, or we can work together.
Yeah, we can do it together.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've seen so many times washing the dishes. Come on now, we ain't got to argue about that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, goof time is it? I did
not even a time when it comes. I mean, it's like you just get up and do it, and then just think about it. Be cognizant about. She's in there washing the dishes, and you watching TV. You ate too. So let's think about this. So you know what? Let me help dry out the dishes.
Yeah.
Or even ask.
Yeah.
But sometimes ask
You got me, girl. You know when
them ask
we've experienced, yep.
you gonna ask me knowing the
You know what need to be done. So we can't do that.
that blew it up for arguments. That's just silly.
We've been there. If you have to ask me, then yeah, I mean, I need to do it or whatever. I'm like, bro, you ought to know, not that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Work together.
What's your reference to that?
Yes, right. And the thing is, well, we talked about the dishes. So one thing about it, does it make you angry and you washing dishes angry?
I washing dishes mad.
Might be breaking stuff, you don't know.
Slamming up the dishwasher. Sweeping over people.
Oh yeah, like real passive aggressive cleaning. Okay, you said something. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring this on. What you said about what vacuuming and sweeping had. Oh man, we be early on in marriage. Oh man, and I know you were vacuuming, and definitely great house cleaner. And I mean, really, seriously, you clean house. Everybody don't clean house great. Let's just be honest. Oh, you definitely you're good at it. I mean, teased you about getting your own cleaning business. I know you. But anyway, but when you were cleaning, and I may have not been cognitive or even conscious of what's happening. I was either watching program and just sitting there, and you would come by with that bag and clean it, and my feet would be there, and you act like they were not, and you just hit my feet, and I'm like, hey, woman, like, what you trying to do here?
Most of the time, y'all, it's something deeper.
Yeah, exactly. We needed to communicate that way. And that's the thing, definitely. Please have the conversations. And then two, with that, we don't want to see any passive aggressive cleaning. Right. Okay. And we have a scripture reference.
Yeah.
Galatians 5:13. It says, serve one another humbly in love.
Yes. And it's not slavery. I don't feel like you got to wait on each other like that, because if we appreciate what each other do, then it's a feeling of gratitude.
And in that too, even in marriage, as it is a role of servitude, we serve each other, not slave each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8.
I know everybody watching here. Come on now. How many times is so silly, right? You can get in a kerfuffle.
Ooh, a what?
A kerfuffle.
I never heard that in my life. And I'm in my, I know it's
silly. Get asking which one to eat, babe.
Hey, yeah. And usually it's, I don't know. What do you want to eat?
Just surprise me.
Okay. What do you want me to surprise you with?
Well, whatever you want. And then what happened?
Okay, well, let's go here. Let's go to this restaurant.
I want that.
Oh, well, okay, what about over here?
I'm not feeling that either.
Oh, okay, well, I tell you what, I'm going to stop suggesting, because like everything I'm suggesting you don't want. So you go ahead and tell me what you want.
Why you not talking to me like that?
No, I'm not talking to you a particular way, but this is getting frustrated right now because we keep going on. Okay, I mean, it's easy to get there. It's this easy to get there.
Silly. Right? Yeah. Just really silly. Just you feeling like that decision fatigue. Yeah. That lead to frustration.
Yes.
But where you're really at, because something really deep, something deeper.
Yes, definitely.
Something
underlying issues. Yeah,
you need to talk through that. So that indecision is causing tension.
Right. Right. So we ask the question: could taking turns planning for meals help?
Probably.
Like, hey, you got tonight, and I'll plan tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Unless I plan tonight, and then you say, oh, no, I don't want that. And then we start that row up. I say, like, Lord, I thought it was my plan.
It's a compromise.
So, got to work together.
And most of the time, the indecision is the appetite for your frustration.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Scripture reference, Ephesians 4:2. Mm-hmm. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another.
Yeah.
In love.
Yeah. Everything has got to be in love. Yeah. I have from pure heart.
Number 7. The lights, the doors, and the toilet seat.
Oh, my goodness.
Woo!
So I'm guilty. I'm guilty with the lights and the doors. Keeping the door open. When I had told him one time that I ain't like the door open, but yet I did it. And then the other thing is, in my closet, I be forgetting, and I keep that light on, and you can see that little slither of light in there. So those things can be pet peeves,
Yeah.
right? I was on another one.
No, I need to talk about the other. Well, let me call you. You go ahead. All right. Yeah, go.
Yeah, it could be pet peeves.
Just let me know when you omit. Okay. Okay.
But then with all three of these things, he gonna elaborate. Except first for when they represent disregard.
Yeah. With men, brothers, I mean, really, we do have a problem, with us. Even with us, we go in, we taking a
No smiling, no baby.
leak, more or less, we lift the toilet seat up, and a lot of times we don't put it down. A woman may come in, and then she may sit on that either filter toilet seat or one left up. And I know I've heard this before because I've done it in the dark and I forgot to put it down, and you go in thinking it's down, and boy, did I hear.
And somebody say, well, why don't you turn the light on? Well, I don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, you
I know where my toilet seat is, right? Ladies, come on now. Infamous toilet seat up is woo.
Yeah.
You must say that.
Yeah, definitely. Hot steak. All right. Well, you understand the point. Okay. No, sometimes love is closing the lid. That's literally an emotion.
Yeah, you're right. And emotionally, it's just thinking about what you're doing, because that could affect, if you don't think about it, when your wife goes in there to use the restroom.
Okay.
So, think about that thing besides what you're doing.
Right. Okay. We got the scripture reference. 1 Corinthians 13:4 says, love is patient. So you got to be patient with brothers. Okay. Patient with each other. Okay. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. And it's not proud or uplift.
Yeah.
Number 6. That cell phone and the social media behavior. Oh, man.
It can be irritating.
Right? Uh-huh.
With us.
Yeah. Because, I mean, one thing about social media, what are we after? Like a lot of times, we want the likes, we want the follows, we want the attention. We want all of that to make us feel good. Thank you, hearts and all that to make us feel good about ourselves. Yeah.
But when you are omitting time together,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you got that phone and you either on social media or you're checking your email or you're calling someone, that's an interrupter.
Absolutely it is. Yeah.
And that can become a really dumb argument.
Sure.
It really, really can. When you just have to be considerate, because we have gotten really bad with this phone thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we disconnected ourselves because we don't talk like we should.
Well, now since you mentioned that, I know like times I know I've asked you about certain things that you may have texted about. And then she asks, did you read my text? I said, no, I didn't. And I say, well, go ahead and tell me what it was. And what would you say to me?
I say you on that phone all the time. So I ain't got to tell you nothing. Just go back to what I sent you.
So go read your text. Now, we're right in front of each other when she can tell me, like the old-fashioned way of communicating, and she points me to a text. And I'm saying, let me tell you, I ain't going to no text. I said, listen, we live in the same house. We talking. Please tell me what it's.
So the point is, we go argue over something.
Over that nothing.
This is crazy stuff. So the social media is attachment to not answer the question because you think whatever it should be, you do always on it, that kind of thing. It's just unnecessary, right? So, I think if anything, you have to consider valuing your quality time with each other.
Absolutely. Because, one day we won't be able to talk to each other face to face. So, and in other words, don't point your loved one to your device.
Yeah. Right.
Definitely.
But, digital behavior, it can lead to real world disrespect or respect. Because I want to be respected from the real world.
Well, yeah. I think most people like they rather have that
versus
and more or less that validation than human, us here, validation. So scripture reference, Proverbs 3:3 says, "Let love and faithfulness never leave you.
yeah.
Bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart."
Yes. That's good. That's good. Five.
Number 5, in-laws and family boundaries.
Yeah. Arguing about it is crazy, but it can also be a really seriousness about that.
Okay.
Because when you feel neglected, unheard, mistreated amongst family and friends of whoever, whether you're out with your family and friends, we're all together. And say if somebody said something about me in your presence and you don't protect me,
Okay. Well,
that's a problem.
yes, right, definitely.
And vice versa.
Right. It reminds me of something. I remember there were some people, a church I visited, people that we knew, well, and we were eating, and the father had made reference to his son's wife, and it was in a derogatory way, like as if she were an animal, like you're going to take the bones to your wife, they eat the chicken bones, and I was.
She wasn't there.
She wasn't
'Cause
there.
Still,
She wasn't there.
we were.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there, and it disturbed me because I'm looking like, really? Is that how we rock? And the son, you want to know what he did? What was his response? He was like, and I sit back and I say, what the world? And I say, oh, but Lord. But that's it. Some people roll the way they roll.
Yeah.
So one thing, remember, the two become one.
Yes.
But the families still need a fence.
Yes.
Sometimes we got to
Oh, that's
put it there.
nice.
We have to put a barrier
Yeah,
there.
that's nice right there. So, and because it does nothing but cause conflict,
Right.
and are we protecting our spouse
We've got to.
when we're in those situations? With friends,
Sure.
when you're out with friends, just, certain things and the way you could talk to them amongst them.
Yeah.
So it can come up to it's a valid conversation.
Sure. Yes.
But before it gets that deep, and then when you sitting up going back and forth and arguing about it, it does become pretty dumb because you should have a reality check of what you're doing.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
Scripture reference is Genesis 2:24. It says, "Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined to his wife, and they two, as it says, shall become one flesh."
Yes. Yes.
Number 4,
I'm bored.
spending versus saving.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Some of us ladies, we like online shopping or going out. I'm not a window shopper. So I mean, want to go shop and pick up something. And then there's men, they have high ticket items of shopping.
Like,
And the music instruments.
oh, I know you're referencing me.
I said women, music, thing, clothes, jewelry,
Some men do.
shoes.
Yeah, some men do that too.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. So the argument can go back and forth. Or, okay, the thing about how some women be hiding their Amazon boxes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and I think if you have a clear conversation about spending, we ain't got to go back and forth about arguing things or hiding,
Right.
and most of the time, sometimes it's not even about the money.
Yeah. Right.
It's not,
And a lot of times it is about the money. It's like
So-
when, I know. And I'm saying like one thing too. I've seen that women like fashion. I'm not trying to get on the sisters or the women, but like spend a lot just like the clothes, and then they box them or hide them, and then the husband like will say, "Hey, where's it come from?" He said, "Oh, that's old." It's like it's never worn, but it's been sitting in there for.
well, it's in your couple times.
Yeah, right. And he didn't notice it, right? He didn't notice. Probably didn't notice. Oh, is that new? Yeah. Go ahead.
So, but there could be a deeper deeper issue when it comes to something like that. Maybe it could be where the man feels like you're not respecting our sense of, especially if you've set some priorities of saving money for specific things.
Right.
So when you do stuff like that, it's a deeper meaning. You have to understand what the meaning is.
And it may come back as we're trying to build. That's what I want. Even one spouse or the other, or one partner or the other, it could be we're building, and on the other side we secretly tear it down. So I can understand that. Yeah, definitely. So money arguments a lot of times are not about the math. They're about, they do have a deeper meaning. And the scriptural reference is Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent, they lead surely to abundance. But everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty."
So be careful with that. You ain't got to argue about it. Just talk about it, right?
Number three, biggie. Sex and intimacy frequency.
How often do you want it? Oh my gosh. I mean, do you want this again? Or am I going to get it?
Yeah, exactly. It's one or the other. But do both people feel like that?
I don't.
If two people, well, they could. And then if two people feel like that, am I going to get it? Are we going to do something? Maybe. Or two could feel like that and nothing happens. Yeah. You don't think so?
I just think that if you both feel like that, then you both understand that where each other's coming from.
Well, what if you don't? How about?
Well, then
so what you couldn't feel the same way if you're not discussing.
Yeah.
But this could be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
Arguing over it.
Yeah. Right. Definitely.
How many times would we do it this week? All right. When am I going to get it that week? Or most of the times when it comes as a woman, don't come at me like that.
What you mean?
When am I going to get it? Oh, when we going to do it? Don't do it.
Is that?
Because that just throws off.
Is that not sexy?
No.
Hey, girl, come on, go ahead and take that off and let's get to work.
Because most of the time, though,
Good.
it's something deeper where can you just see me for me without seeing me without my clothes?
No, I guess we say, well, I don't know. Let's see. But no, yeah,
There's definitely something missing.
And you know what? And I'm gonna be. I want to be fair to the men too, because I don't think, as we talked about the battle of the sexes, just recently, and we said that we desire some of the same things. I know you'll talk about men. Women in particular, you say how men, we just want to do it. It don't matter, emotion. But let me tell you, it gets to a point that in life, that shift starts to change a little bit with men. And it's not just about just do it, just drop it. And here I am. Because once you start age, you see body differences and you also see mental differences there. And I think men want to be romance and they don't want it just like you say, that ain't sexy either. That's make it count.
Yeah.
When we do it. So we get to a point of that.
So we know that intimacy is not just, it's not about physical.
Right.
Not just about physical. It's emotional. There's emotional needs.
And
those needs to be met.
And those music. And I know a lot of I just say that we as men, we miss it sometimes and a lot of time because, again, we don't connect the two. And then because we know the intimacy should start before the bedroom in order to end in the bedroom or whatever room you like it too. Okay, so that's the thing. And we miss it for that point.
Yeah.
And
we're not going to argue over that.
Yeah. Let's just
talk about it.
Do what we got to do. Oh, you want to talk? Okay. Oh, okay. Keep going.
No, I want to have emotional. I'm emotional. Foreplay or something in that.
Yeah, emotion.
Yeah, it's emotional. Woo me.
What?
Woo me.
Woo. Oh, I'm just like, wait, woo you? Is it like move, but woo me?
Woo me.
Okay, that's a combination. I like that. Woo me.
Woo me.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, ask this question. So, what do we really need, beyond the bedroom? So, and I guess more women will probably ask that question too. But yes, it's important to men too. What we need beyond the bedroom, because you may have that woman that is highly, energetic, or highly intimate or sexual. And then, you may have to, hey, besides this, what do you need? Okay. So intimacy is not just physical, as you said, it's emotional. Both ways you mentioned. Scripture reference? 1 Corinthians 7:3. It says the husband should fulfill his marital duty to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. A question was asked a few years ago: if we don't fulfill that duty, do we sin?
Probably a different conversation for a different day.
But I just wanted to put it out. Just something to think about. Just said, if we don't fulfill our duty, do we fulfill our role when we don't? And then my thing is,
you can fulfill your role.
No, I said, do we not if we don't? But anyway, what I'm saying is a conversation to be had. And can I relay a story? I don't want to make this real long, but I want to say this, that I remember a place that I worked, and there was this woman, she was married, and here she had put to her husband, I don't know how these conversations are getting out, but she told her husband that he wasn't fulfilling the role. And he said, well, if I'm not, then you get somebody to quit. And she said, you don't tell me that. And it was
a man right there.
Right. And I'm thinking like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to say something to you, that we met this man and his wife at a store. His goals, you, I, with our kids, and we were walking, and I saw she and her husband and their children, and I just waited, spoke to her and said, how you doing? Boom, and kept walking. And then she came back around and she said, Charles, this is my husband. This is it. Because I believe that man might have heard rumors and might have said, is that him? So then, because she had to read you, I said, no, I ain't the one. So either way.
All of that confusion, because it just goes from one thing to another thing to another thing.
Right.
Talk about it.
Talk it out.
So that we don't have to fuss and argue over it.
Pray over it.
Yes.
It's God to give you the power to do the things to fulfill the role.
Yes.
Number 2.
Did we go for a reference? Oh, yes, we did the reference. Okay.
Number 2, the tone and how you said it. You hear the term, it's not what you said, but how you said. Now, why did I sound like I was referencing women per se? I don't know. That's what I've heard. So that's what I'm familiar with. So that's how I had to say it.
In the back of the spine. Like from Remo.
She said that to me. It's not what. And I said, well, how I feel is this. If I had said it a different way, just still would have the same effect. But I said though, that's how I feel.
If we are considerate, did I say considerate?
Go ahead.
With a T?
Yeah.
Which is not
Considerate.
the correct way to say that.
Considerate.
If you are considerate in the communication, you will be cognizant in how you are communicating to each other. So you can say the same thing in a different tone.
Go ahead.
And it can be received totally different.
I agree.
So.
And it may receive well, right?
Right.
And you can also say it in the same tone and it still not be received well. So just balance.
It depends on the situation.
Just balance. I'm just saying
balance.
Both exist. That's all I'm saying.
But
we good?
Do not, both exist.
Yeah.
It does. Oh.
So you want to keep an argument going? Is that what you're trying to make this a big 2? Yeah.
But you know what? You know what's the count with that?
What? Go ahead.
If you are in a conversation, record the conversation. If we've done that, but the thing about, I know that's a little something. It's iffy because if you know that you're being recorded,
that's the thing.
Then you may be a little pretentious.
Yes,
but
that's what I said.
We did it.
Go ahead.
We did it, and said, but then we had a conversation and said that we were recorded, right? But then we had a conversation.
Sure.
And then we kind of got off the fact that we was recording.
Yeah.
And then we listened back and be like, ooh.
And I think, when it concerns that, I think the best recording is when you don't know you're being recorded.
Yeah.
Because I think when we say we're going to record this conversation, we start defending, we start preventing, we start muzzling and holding down. And it's not us. It's not the true us. I think when we don't know it. And I don't think it's right when you know it and you're recording.
Then right, you going to do that.
No, listen. What I'm saying, that if I was aware and I'm recording me and you, that's not right, because I'm going to try to make this thing slanted to make sure that I'm talking proper. You see how you
I
did?
said something though.
Go ahead.
You said the best recording is when you don't know it's
So that means somebody else record you, or you're in a place where you're being recorded and don't know it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
that one can be a little,
Tricky there.
tricky there, but most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's not what you said. It's how you made me feel
Sure.
about what you said.
Now, so that feeling part there, it doesn't matter how it's said. You know what I'm saying? If I made you feel a certain way, it doesn't matter how it's said. What's important is how you feel.
Right. And then it should be acknowledged about how I feel.
Yeah.
So it don't have to go back and forth. The argument don't have to go back and forth.
I didn't say it that way.
It really becomes dumb.
And we've experienced that. So, real deal, real world, we've done, and that's the thing. So it's not what you said, as you say, I made you feel. So scripture reference is Colossians 4:6. It says, let your conversation let it be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone.
Yeah. So be attentive to that, guys. Don't be saying stuff midnight.
Oh, you say guys, you mean me, right? You're talking about me, right? So she's trying to reference me on the spot. So, hey, number one, the biggie here is being right versus being together. Or some say being right versus being happy. Okay, all right.
That was discussed on one of our guests, and it made you think about something.
Yes.
It's kind of make you think about it, and most of the time it was pride,
Sure.
and somebody just ain't letting it go.
Pride and ego is a big thing. And guess what it does? Usually when it comes down to us, you all, in a relationship, what does pride and ego do? It destroys the unity,
Right.
really.
So choose peace over the power.
Peace over power, yes.
Yeah, because you can win an argument and lose. So you can't win an argument.
Good.
How'd that go? You can win an argument and lose intimacy. There, you can win the argument.
Okay,
You
definitely.
can win the argument and lose intimacy, because then you win that argument, but believe
Right.
me, somebody that shut down.
Yeah. If you ain't getting none tonight, think about it.
Or just even if it's
Well, tomorrow night.
it's not even gotta be
No, the next.
sexual.
No. Okay, not there. No, we're saying intimacy. I'm messing with you. Yeah. I'm kidding. Right? I'm really good. Okay. All right. Scripture references that 1 Corinthians 16:14 says, "Do everything in love." Some
So let's reflect on these statements.
references. Yes, right.
And you all do this for yourself, not for us, but do it for yourself to eliminate the dumb arguments. And I'm sure there's plenty more, but the ones we said, if you fall into it, and I think we all have,
Sure.
which argument hits home for you?
Okay.
Think about it.
And I know we've had a few of them that hit home.
But
for
we
us.
don't argue.
No, what I'm saying, the topics, the 10, we do argue. Don't stop by, yeah. No, we have intense discussions, disagreements. Right. Yeah. Oh, okay, so, all right, the bottom line usually in all of this, what is it really about? Is it about the thing, or is it about something else?
So you write that down, think that as well. And remember, you can't heal anything you hide, even from yourself or your spouse. You can't heal from that.
Right. And one thing about it, the first step to healing is to be able to open up and take knowledge. So we have a scriptural reference. Psalm 139:23 said, "Search me, O God, and know my heart.
Yes, 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 yes. So,
Call to action.
I need y'all to do something.
We need you to do it.
We need you to do something. We've done it before, and we need y'all to do it.
Okay, what we need you to do, pick one argument and pause the next time it happens. Okay? Take a pause. Ask yourself this question. What am I really feeling? Write your partner a note saying, I realize sometimes I argue about blank, whatever it is, but what I really mean is blank. Be honest, tell the truth, be transparent.
Yeah, yeah. And remember, when you do that, love isn't perfect. It's not bound in a perfect agreement.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's built on how we handle our disagreements.
Sure. Right. And the final scripture reflection is this. 1 Peter 4:8 says, above all, love each other deeply because love covers a multitude of sin.
Yes, yes. So we're going to put this back on Yellow. And if this resonates with you all, this episode resonates with you all, and it should. I hope it does.
Right.
You know, sit down and think about, is it really worth going through some of these arguments that we go through? Time is valuable.
Yes, time is short.
And why waste it over silly arguments that has no value, that you can probably talk through? Not saying the topic of it has no value, but the argument.
Sure. And I know that it's the same as some people disagree and go through things just so they can have makeup. Yeah.
You know what?
Right. If that's your thing, then that's your work for you. Whatever floats your boat, as they say, then go for it. But why waste time doing the small stuff like that?
Yeah.
I'd rather create small gestures that have large impact. Yes.
Sounds good to me. What about y'all? So hopefully you do those call to actions. Think about it. Think about it and implement those things when you're going through stressful times between each other.
And you know something? You can share your story with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I bet you we probably been through it, know somebody going through it, had done it.
Yes,
We'll
right.
talk through it. Yeah.
And let's share the stories. We'll have the link. You know, at least send us an email or comment. Let's just tag us. Yeah. Want to hear from you. Share. Subscribe. Hit the alert bell.
Here at Jaker with Sia and on YouTube.
Yes.
So thanks again for stopping in for Thursday.
So it says those, yes.
And until next time,
Just keeping it real with Charles and
Melendia.
Yep. Love you. Peace out, y'all.
Watch it grow. Just keeping it real.